The upbringing might not be ideal, but I have to say I wouldn't trade it for anything at all, man. I think a lot of times when kids are brought up in really, really good atmospheres, it's like being born in the zoo, and then they close the zoo and no more captivity, and they don't know how to hunt. So for me, I feel like I was very, very blessed in regards to knowing that I'd kind of have to fend for myself in certain areas, kind of protect myself or put myself in certain atmospheres where I could maybe escape a situation I didn't want to be in. But in no regard do I think I would want to trade it, or that it was a pitiful situation for me. In fact, if anything, I really feel like it was uplifting. And I think ultimately everybody has that choice. And I think for a lot of young men, when they look at their life and they look at their situation, whether their dad's around or whether their dad's not around, or whether they're financially in a good position or they're not, they should look at that kind of like a hero's journey situation and be very grateful that they get to go through it, or else they won't have a story later. Nobody wants to hear a story about a rich kid that got richer. You know what I'm saying? That's boring as fuck. So I'm very grateful for it. I think that in general, people are good. And I think that there's a small amount of people that are sick. I think on one side of my parent situation that somebody was sick and it caused a lot of turmoil. But I think without that turmoil, I wouldn't be me. And so for that reason, I feel very blessed to have had that experience.
I love what you say about struggle. And it's interesting because I was born into a middle-class family, regular middle-class family, but I entered this career where everyone had like a dad who was a famous politician or a mom that was in. And I was just like, I used to call my mom and dad and be like, don't you know anybody?